And good evening and welcome to Wesclin High School, where this evening we're going to bring you the game between the Wesclin Warriors and the Marissa Meteors. We'll try a little change of pace today. We're going to have Rodney and Chad. Give us another break. We thought it'd be fun for them to try to do it. We might need some replacement sometime. So, without further ado,
at this time, I would like to introduce to you Wesclin's athletic program and all their members, as well as their parents. Paul Lusk, son of Mr. and Mrs. Lusk. Brent Brede, son of Dave and Carol. Fridley, son of Mr. and Mrs. Fridley. Brink, son of Mr. and Mrs. Gary Brink. Brandmeyer, son of Mr. and Mrs. David Brandmeyer. Rob Lynn, son of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Lynn. Worley, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Kirchner. Jeremy Hillsman, son of Mr. and Mrs. Gerald and Joyce Hillsman. Brent Rankin, son of Mr. and Mrs. Tom Rankin. Pernell Dixon, son of Barbara Robertson. Jason Rockers, son of Mr. and Mrs. Lester Rockers. Christine Kilser, daughter of Vicki Kilser and Robert Kilser. Kim Zotes, daughter of Carl and Janice Zotes. Mary Nitzel, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Tockstein. Craig Colebreaker, son of Dan and Sharon Colebreaker. Steve Cox, son of Larry and Jody Cox. Susan Poole, daughter of William Poole and Rita Poole. Cindy Neal, daughter of Shirley Neal. Becky Cable, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Cable. Ryan Bosler, son of Mr. and Mrs. Patrick Bosler. Diane Irwin, daughter of Betty Irwin. Chris Litteken, son of Mr. and Mrs. Litteken. And Jason Healy, son of Mr. and Mrs. Healy. The Student Council is sponsoring a reception during the halftime of the varsity game, which all you guys will be invited to. Got lunch and cake and stuff like that. There's also a dance tonight for the students after the game, so you guys are all invited. Thank you.
And without further ado, we'll be back in about 20 minutes for the start of the basketball game.
Got him again?
Yeah. You got enough room over there?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'll do it.
And welcome back to Wesclin High School. As I said earlier, the final home season game, regular season game for the Wesclin Warriors tonight against the Carlyle Indians. And we're ready for the starting lineups by Dave Brede.
Good evening, everyone. The students, faculty, administration of Wesclin High School want to extend you a very warm welcome this evening and hope you enjoy this Cahokia Conference basketball game between the visiting Carlyle Indians with a record of 19-8 and our own Wesclin Warriors with a record of 21-3. Starting lineup for the Indians. At one guard, a 6'1" senior, number 22, Doug Luking. The other guard, a 6'2" junior, number 24, Mike Michael. At center, a 6'6" junior, number 50, Brian Rodolfi. At one forward, a 6'5" senior, number 44, Dean Litzenberg. And at the other forward, a 6'1" senior, number 34, Bartley Nothouse. Indians are coached by Brad Weathers, assisted by Jerry Ferris and Randy Dooley. 6'4", senior number 40, Brent Brede. And at the other forward, a 6'2", senior number 44, Matt Fridley. Warriors are coached by Paul Lusk, assisted by Steve Lane, Terry Brinkman, and Jim Thompson.
And we got 5 seniors on the floor tonight in their final home season game in their careers here at Wesclin High School.
That's a pretty fine career here, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Good evening, I'm Joe Hoover along with John Fridley tonight. We got Mike Riley on camera. Tom Chesley is unavailable this evening, regrettably so. He's had a death in the family, and our sympathy and wishes go out to Tom and his family.
Could everyone please rise for our national anthem?
And we're ready for basketball.
Tonight's game, Mr. Brian Kane and Mr. Willie Brown. This game will be televised on Monday, February 19th at 7 o'clock on Channel 15 Continental Cable. We'd also ask that if you're standing on the ends of the gym, for the safety of the players, that you stay away from the black mats. Get off of the black mats, please. Thank you.
Well, we got all the preliminary things out of the way, Joe. Looks like it's time to play basketball.
Another fine job by Mr. Dave Brede. Thank you, David.
Is that the voice of the Warriors?
Yes, it is. Carlyle Indian team is always very fundamentally very sound and very well drilled, John, and it'll be a very interesting game tonight.
The whole crew was real tough last year as JV players.
And the tip's controlled by Carlyle. It's on top to Rudolphi. Over to Doug Luking. It's back to Rudolphi. Well, 8-footer is good. Over to Brent Brede on the left side. Back to Goosey. Goes up for a three-pointer. It's short.
Looks like we're a little bit tight tonight.
A little bit. Smith over to Mike Michael. Little backdoor play over there to Dean Litzenberg. Back to Michael. Inside move. And it's good by Barclay Nothouse. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Brent Brede.
I gave that to Matt Brandmeyer.
And that puts the Indians up 4-0. Nothouse at the line to try to convert the three-point play. And he does, makes it 5-0. 7 minutes remaining, first quarter.
They got a little zone on us, looks like, Joe.
We're going to
see if
force
we
them
can
out.
shoot.
And Goose for 2 on the drive. Rudolphi didn't get the charge. Player control, I'm sorry, Ches. Michael brings the ball up. Gives up to Smith. Slapped away by Matt Fridley. Off the glass. Count it. It's at 5-4. Matt steals another one. Mike Brink for three. And we're going to have a foul. I believe it's going to go against Doug Smith. Now they're going to call it on Matt Fridley for pushing off on the rebound.
It's his first early in the game.
And ball knocked away by Matt Brandmeyer. Brent Brede off the glass puts the Warriors up 6-5. Warriors working real hard on defense early here, John.
Sure are. I'm just getting engrossed here, Joe, watching the game. Nudge me every once in a while when you want some help here.
All right. Nothouse guarded by Mike Brink closely. Matt Fridley out on Smith. Gives it up to Mike Michael, guarded by Goose. Up on top to Litzenberg, guarded by Brent Brede. Back over to Nothouse. Got to go through these names a few times till I get them put together with a uniform.
Show a lot of patience.
And Goose is going to get a foul on that one. It's his first. It's a third team foul on the Warriors. 5:24 remaining in the first quarter.
I guess that's why they give you 5 fouls a game. Working hard in the middle, get out of the paint.
And that's going to be Matt Fridley's second foul. And Matt's going to get a little seat time early here. Save that leg for a little later anyway. How's his leg doing, John?
It was still tight tonight. Doctor let him know a week ago that it takes 5-6 weeks for that to heal up.
Smith inbounds.
That's with rest. Obviously not going to get much rest this time of year.
And it's getting physical inside already. Rudolphi's trying to move Matt Brandmeyer out of there, and Matt's standing his ground. Nothouse over to Smith. Back to Nothouse. Smith again. Gives it up to Mike Michael. Nothouse.
Like they're going to show a lot of patience. They don't get that inside shot. They're not going to take anything. They're pushing off there. Thank you. We called that one, didn't we, Joe?
Yes, we did. And 4:34 remaining in the first quarter. We got a player control foul against Doug Smith, or Doug Luking, I'm sorry. Not Smith, it's Luking. I had the wrong name written down here.
If you look back, a lot of emotion in this game tonight, senior night. All seniors on the floor. It causes a lot of emotion.
Yes, it does.
That and the fact that we haven't beat Carlyle, I don't believe, in the last 3 years.
Yes, it has. Carlisle's kind of dominated the series the last 3 years. Wesclin's hoping it's their chance. And Mike Brink going to get a slapping foul there.
Warriors getting us into 1-on-1 early. A lot of adrenaline flowing right now.
Yeah, they're wanting to really take charge there. Them 3 early steals there and them quick baskets. They really wanted to keep it rolling. They're kind of forcing the issue a little bit. Nothouse the line, shoot 1-on-1, converts the first one, knots the score at 6 apiece. Nothouse second free throw is good also.
He's leading Carlyle with 5 of the 7 points right now, Joe.
Brent Brede over to Mike Brink. Brent goes in the middle for 16-footer. Count it. Puts the Warriors up 8-7.
Brent get that far down in the paint. That's about an 85%, 90% shot for him.
He's really gotten a lot of confidence in that shot the last few games. He's really looking for it more, and it really helps the Warriors' offense.
Shot's almost impossible to stop. Got such a vertical, gets off his feet so quick.
Nothouse with the ball. He's up to Luking. Off Luking's hand out of bounds.
Johnny Madenwald plays some good defense there.
Brent Brede drives, gives up to Mike Brink. Mike fakes, comes back out to Goose on top. Goose gives up to Brent Brede underneath. Nice. Excellent assist and good hands by Brent Brede. 10-7 Warriors. Light pressure by the Warriors. 3:05 remaining in the first quarter. And Carlyle's going to stay out there and work the ball around it up high, it looks like. Warriors just show a little bit of patience out there. I think they'll get a 5 count if they leave them stand there and just get within 6 feet.
Yeah.
And Matt Brandmeyer is going to get another pushing foul. It's going to be his second. Chad Deiters gets off the bench. He's going to get Matt out before he gets his 3rd foul.
That gets a good hand. It's well deserved.
Excellent job by Matt so far, keeping Rudolphi from getting too open in the middle, not letting him have much. Brian Rudolphi is the line to shoot 2, or 1-1 rather. First one is good. Second one also finds the net. Makes the score 10-9 Warriors, 2:45 remaining in the first quarter. Paul Lusk for 3. A little short. Rebound is pulled down by Litzenberg. Luking bringing the ball up court. Michael with the ball over to Litzenberg. Back to Nothouse. Rudolphi. Luking. Back to Litzenberg. Nothouse. Rudolphi. Nothouse. Luking. Just keep calling the names.
Playing strong defense right now.
Not giving up anything.
Carlyle showing a lot of discipline and patience here, though.
Michael up to Luking.
Running a weave.
Good play there by Michael to get the ball back out on top when he didn't have control. Stolen by, there's Don. Ball's knocked away by Donnie Madenwald, picked up by Paul Lusk, but the referee said he double dribbled on his way to the basket with it.
I'll be interested to see that in the replay tonight.
Cross court pass to Michael. Luking on top over to Nothouse.
Way to go, Brent.
Up by Brent Brede. Loose ball's picked up by Mike Brink, giving up to Brent quickly. Brent squares up at 15 feet. Count it. Makes it 12-9 Warriors. 1:05 remaining in the first quarter. And we're going to have a foul on Donnie Madenwald. And I think Coach Lusk wants this one pretty bad, too. He's pretty emotional tonight, too.
I believe so.
He'd like to have this one be a good start for the regional tournament. Rudolphi at the line. First one is good. Free throws are keeping him in the game right now.
I'm not sure what regional Carlisle's in.
They're probably in the modern day regional, aren't they?
I believe you're right, Joe. That could be an interesting.
Second one's tipped in by the Warriors. Knocks the score up at 12.
They're getting counted down here, and nobody gets credit but the team.
45 seconds remaining. Mike Brink for 3. Brent Brede takes the board. And they're going to call.
No way. No way. Where'd this guy?
39 seconds remaining. Score is tied up 12 apiece. Luking comes across the timeline. Rudolphi. Over to Michael. Off the knot house. Back to Luking, 12 seconds remaining. Michael. And with 5 seconds remaining, you're going to have a turnover against Lichtenberg. And the Warriors are going to have to push the ball up quickly.
Carlisle's got a pattern here, it looks like, Joe. They're just going to slow it down. If they can't get an easy chip shot, they're not taking anything.
Goose goes up. Ball slips out of his hand when he goes up for the three-pointer. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is 12 apiece. Kind of a low-scoring affair there for the way it started out. And I'm not sure about a couple of them calls out there.
I don't know where where we're getting this traveling and double dribble from. Like I say, it'd be interesting in the replay. A lot of good calls out there to make.
You got an awful lot of basketball going on out there right now.
Sure do, sure do. Right now, first quarter action, Brent Brede leads the Warriors with 8. Paul Lusk with 2, and Matt Fridley with 2. On the Carlyle side, 6 of their 12 points are on the free throw line.
Well, the stat that you don't see there that concerns me is 7 fouls against Wesclin and 1 against Carlyle.
Yeah, we have Paul Lusk with Goose with 2, and Fridley with 2, Brink with 1, Brandmeyer with 2, and Madenwald with 1.
And we've only got 1 on Lusk, don't we?
1.
Don't
Correct.
scare me.
Did I say 2?
Yeah, you said 2. We got to have
1.
him and Brent out there. Hurts not having Matt out there already. Brent Brede.
I think we need to show a little more patience. The Warriors do. We need to get a little bit better shot selection.
Absolutely. We're helping them out. We're taking that 4 shot.
Well, we're a little tight. You know, you get in the good flow of the game, and that three-pointer's going to come.
Right
now, we're forcing it.
Mike Brink for 3.
And I like Mike Brink shooting
Long
three-pointers.
distance.
Didn't we just say we need to shoot more three-pointers? Not sure that was a great foul there, but.
And we're trying to discuss who missed that assignment between Don Madenwald and Chad Deiters. They both were trying to challenge up front, and Rudolphi snuck out the back door on him. Scores 15-12 Warriors.
That's 2 fouls on Donnie. Looks like Matt Brandmeyer is ready to come in.
Don Madenwald goes out for a quick rest. Rudolphi's second shot is good, makes the score 15-13 Warriors. 7:20 remaining in the second quarter. And the Warriors going to have to show a little more patience, as you said, John, on offense there, I think. Because they're not in foul trouble. Indians are not in foul trouble at all, and we're going to have to try to make them work on defense.
The Goose has got a sweet shot outside, but really, what really hurts the Warriors when Goose shoots him outside and misses, we don't have that 6'5" frame in there to rebound.
And the ball tipped away by Brent Brede on an excellent recovery on the weak side. Brent saw it developing and got over there in a hurry. 6:45 remaining in the second quarter. Rudolphi on the left side gives it up to Luking.
Warriors are working hard on defense.
Litzenberg over to Luking. Ball through Rudolphi's hands, picked up by Paul Lusk. Gives it up to Chad Deiters, and he's going to get called for the travel. And Chad just couldn't quite make up his mind whether to put it on the floor or go up with it.
Still the right play, 3-on-2.
And Warriors continue to foul. That's going to be fouling Chad Deiters. That'll be his second.
So far, it hasn't hurt us other than getting some fouls on some key people. They haven't been able really well. They have converted 7 of their free throws. 7 of their points have come off the free throw line.
And that's over half their score. And Litzenberg's first shot is good. Second one is good also. Ties the score up at 15 apiece.
I see the Warriors showed just a little bit more patience.
We're standing pretty flat right now. We're not showing a lot of movement away from the ball either, John.
We're almost looking for the three-point shot instead of taking it inside.
And with 6 minutes remaining, Carlyle has a chance to take the lead here. It's Michael driving on the right side, stopped by Matt Brandmeyer. Out to Luking. Nothouse on the left side. Rudolphi up on top, over to Luking. Back to Michael. Luking. Nothouse. Michael. Luking. 5:10 remaining in the second quarter. Rudolphi off to Luking.
Reminds me of a
Nothouse
game we had a few years ago with the Oakville game.
And the ball slapped away, picked up. Paul Lusk short, gets his own rebound, and he puts it in from under the rim. And that foul's going to be on Luking. It'll be his second.
That's his second. That's the total fouls for Carlyle, 2. And I don't mean that. I think we've deserved a lot of the fouls that we've gotten.
Yeah, we've made a lot of plays out on top that really didn't help.
We've committed 9 fouls so far in the first half, and at least 7 of them we darn well deserve.
And Carlyle wants a timeout. Paul Lusk go to line to try to convert the three-point play.
We've got Paul Lusk there so far with 4 points, and Brent Brede holding at 8. Fridley with 2. He's been out all but the first 2 minutes, I think, of the game. And Mike Brink hit a three-pointer. That's the total scoring. 17 for the home team, 15 for the guests.
And like you said, 9 of the Carlyle Indians' 15 points have come at the free throw lane.
That's right. Nothouse has hit 2 from the field, and Lynchburg 2, and then the combination of the Goose and Brent Brede put one in for him. That sits down here, not credited to anyone.
I guess you'd have to give that to Litzenberg, wouldn't you?
No, you don't give it to anybody by the official scorebook. You just mark it at the bottom.
And Goose's free throw is good. Puts the Warriors up by 3. And long cross-court pass. And Matt Brandmeyer rips down the rebound.
Went up strong on that one.
Mike Brink for 3. It's a little short. And the Warriors is just not quite getting the shot to fall right here early on. 4:20 remaining in the second quarter. Carlisle's going to insist on taking him out of that run and gun game, too. And Rudolphi and Matt Brandmeyer really going at it in there. Rudolphi, a little jump hook over Matt. And Goose with a little 12-footer over Rudolphi. Puts the score at 20-17. Knothouse throws the ball off of Chad Deiters' knee to get another fresh 5-second count. And they finally come up with one. And Knothouse seems to want to argue with the official about that. Ball inbound to Paul Lusk. Mike Brink brings it across, directs a little traffic, drives the lane, kicks it out to Brent Brede. Brent fakes, goes up for three. Count it. Makes it 23-17 Warriors. They're up by 6. And the Carlyle Indians throw it away. Good recovery by Mike Brink to help out on the weak side back there.
Hope Coach Waters don't have a hernia over there. A little bit upset with his two big guys in the middle. That's the second turnover on 2 trips down.
Certainly helps the Warriors. Paul Lusk for 17.
If you're going to play a slow-down game, you can't afford turnovers.
Absolutely not. The Warriors up by 6 with 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And Rudolphi put up the left-hand hook. That time was no good. Paul Lusk from 14, all net. Puts the Warriors up by 8. Stolen by Mike Brink. Brent Brede from 12, no good, gets his own rebound. Back up strong, he's hammered.
They called that on Lynchburg?
I guess they did. I didn't see who. Yeah, that's who they got on the score column, on the scoreboard.
Looks like Brent's got 2 coming.
I think they're going to call that on the floor as on the rebound.
Carlyle, I think strategically they're playing a smart game against us. They're taking us out of our running game, which obviously is our best game. We didn't show a whole lot of patience in the first half so far. We're coming down and we're putting it up, but fortunately we've been able to hold the lead, Joe. As long as we hold the lead, we're all right. If they get up by 2 or 3, I'm afraid they'll really ice it.
Yeah, they could really slow it down on us.
Look at the last 5 or 6 games we've had, the points that we've scored. I can't really fault their approach. We've run up close to 100 in the 90s at least in the last 5 games.
Yes.
Pretty potent offense if you let us get running. So.
And it looks like they are going to let Brent shoot 2.
Of course, as a spectator, I'd rather run.
I enjoy the defense.
Well, I like to see defense, but I like to see moving up and down the court.
Brent's first one is good. Puts the Warriors up by 9. And Brent sinks the second one.
That's Donnie's 3rd.
And it didn't take him long to pick that up.
No, it didn't.
It was only about 5 seconds went off the clock there. And Luking goes to the line to shoot 1-on-1. That really hurts when you go from one end of the court to the other with no time to go off the clock when you got the lead.
That's right.
First shot is good.
Luking has 3 points for the evening, all from the free throw line. And he's perfect.
Second one's good also. Makes the score 27-19. Warriors up by 8. Brent Brede over to Mike Brink. Back to Brent. Brent squares up from 16. Count it.
I believe he got a piece of that one and still couldn't stop it from going in.
I think so too. Brent followed through well.
Needs some help.
And Litzenberg switched pivot feet, but nobody called it.
This is a whole different look for the Carlyle team from last year, though, Joe.
Oh, absolutely.
Had the twin towers in there. It had some three-point shooters outside, and my gosh, potent offense. We could really move it up and down the court.
Very good. Had them confident three-point shooters from outside and all that.
Did.
And Matt Brandmeyer with a rebound. Good defense, good position on the boards there by Matt.
This kind of game that you're kind of holding your breath all the time.
Yes, it is. Chad Deiters from 17. Count it. Warriors up by 12 with 1:25 remaining. And one of the mistakes the Warriors are making down here in the backcourt, John, is they're reaching in on that instead of holding their position. And Rudolphi's jump hook is off the mark. Paul Lusk comes up court quickly. He's trying to force the issue. And Nothouse is going to draw the foul.
It's his first for the evening. Fourth team foul.
And
not shooting yet.
Be Warriors out of bounds.
No bonus.
And Clay Mackey's going to come in, relieve Matt Brandmeyer, goes out to a big hand. Matt had some excellent boards there in the second quarter, good defensive position in that. Paul Lusk from 18, count it. Michael up on top of Luking. Back to Michael. Clay Mackey on him, squares up. Clay Mackey with a good defensive position and a strong rebound. That's the way to make an impact on a game. And I think Coach Lusk's going to settle down and go for one. The Warriors are up by 14 with 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Paul Lusk directs a little traffic. He wants someone to come in the middle there. That way they can't trap you in the corners if you get somebody there in the key.
Chad Deiters at 6'5" is a good person to put in the middle.
Brent Brede goes in, gives it out to Clay Mackey from 17. It's off the rim, no good. Give it up to Brent Brede, still no good. And that's the end of the half. The Warriors up 33-19. Kind of an unusual first half, I'd say, with the Warriors pushing the ball up court every time.
In the Athletic Boosters cake raffle, you can pick up the cakes immediately following the game in the coat check. The winners are Sue Ottensmeyer and Lester Rockers. Sue Ottensmeyer and Lester Rockers.
You say there's a party at Sue's after the game?
Sounds like it.
Wesclin Pom-Pom Squad will do a routine.
Well, Joe, right now for the Warriors, we're showing Paul Lusk with 11. Brent Brede with 15, Fridley with 2, Brink with a 1 3-pointer, and Deiters with 2. Had 10 team fouls in the first half. For the Carlyle Indians, they have Luking leading, or has 4, all of them from the free throw line. Nothouse has 5, Rudolphi has 8, and then the Phantom basket with Lusk and Brede contributed to 2. Makes it 33-19, and the Warriors kind of creeped out to 33-19. Really not a lot of notice, not a lot of fanfare. They just worked hard and kept going. Getting a little help down here from Scott.
A little coaching from
yeah. They did a good job the other day.
Scott Scholey. He's wanting to know how come you're up here and he's not, I guess.
Well, I held out for a raise. Didn't work.
Yeah.
By default.
Well, I think the raise would have been fine. You can pay us more money to be up here if you want.
There you go. Yeah. Chief made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
But first half was very unusual with the Warriors trying to consistently push it up the court and Carlyle insisting on slowing it down. So it remains to be seen what's going to happen in the second half. Now we're going to have the Wesclin Pom-Pom squad do a routine. welcome back. We're ready to begin the second half of play here. Just want to remind you all that we start regional action next week. The Wesclin Warriors got a first round bye, so they will be playing in Greenville on Wednesday night. Let me get my newspaper straightened around here, John.
7:30
Wednesday night, February 21st, against the winner of the Bunker Hill Metro East Lutheran game, which will be played on Monday night, the 19th. So get your orange ready. We got to go to Greenville and show them people how to play basketball.
Like, see, let's pack that place with the orange.
Put the orange crush on them.
They say that
and the black plague, I guess, with our new uniforms, huh? Yeah. Carlyle inbounds. Nothouse guarded by Mike Brink. Luking comes across. Matt Fridley's back in the lineup. And he got on the mismatch right away with Litzenberger. And we're going to have a foul on Rudolphi there. He got the goose coming out with a rebound.
That's the first foul on Rudolphi.
Brent Brede back to Matt Fridley. Back out to Mike Brink on top. Mike fakes the three. Warriors showing a little more patience here. They're going to try to make him work for the shot. Mike Brink for three. It's short. Matt Brandmeyer underneath for the board. Off the glass. It's good.
I believe that was a pass there, Joe.
Should we give him an assist on that one?
I believe so. That was a nice pass.
How about that, Mike? You want to assist on that one? Warriors up 35-19, 16-point lead. And obviously, Carlisle's going to force it inside. Paul Lusk gives it up to Matt Fridley. Up off the glass and good.
Nice pass by the Goose.
Matt Fridley steals it again, and he's pushed by Nothouse.
I believe that's an intentional foul from where I'm from.
Well, I
mean, no attempt to go for the ball.
Yeah, he's going to call it a two-shot foul.
Well, like I say, if you don't go for the ball, that's just a straight push. That's an intentional. It's two shots in the ball.
Well, Nothouse tried to bounce it off of Matt Fridley's leg like he did off Chad Deiters, and Matt managed to deaden the ball and pick it up and go for the layup. And I think Nothouse was kind of surprised by that. Matt's first shot hits the net. And you heard the Carlyle fan there. Matt Fridley's second shot's good also.
Obviously, we disagree.
And quick hands by Matt Fridley there. Ball goes off the back of the backboard. And Matt joins the Floyenberg Club again, gets another badge. Michael comes across the top, knocked away by Matt Fridley, picked up by Rudolphi. And I'd like to see Matt take it a little easier on that leg. And Matt Brandmeyer, he's going to get another foul.
That's three on him.
Chewy kind of showed that one on his face there a little bit, didn't he?
I believe there's been more bumping and grinding. Maybe they're going to crank down here in the second half, but in the first half, there was a lot more bumping and grinding than that, and no calls, man.
Well, but it's all been away from the ball where they've been doing it.
Yeah.
And that play was on the ball. Scores 39-19. The Warriors up by 20. 6:19 remaining in the third quarter. Looking from the corner, count three. Makes the score 39-22, Warriors on top. And the ball goes through Brent Brede's hands.
I don't think Brent was expecting that. I don't understand that one.
And Matt's a little pumped up. I think he didn't get to run his adrenaline off in that first quarter before he had two fouls. And once again, Carlyle tries to force the ball inside, throws it away. Brent Brede on top. Fakes, gives it up to Mike Brink. Goes for three. Off the back of the rim.
Oh. His 44 there,
Litzenberg.
Just got him a second foul.
That was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And the ball stolen by Carlyle. Paul Lusk goes for the block.
Got it too. Nice block. Nice block.
Matt Fridley with the rebound. Inside to Brent Brede.
Nice
Up off the glass. Nice feed by the Hush. Excellent body control. And Luking got away with a big push. And nice left-handed layup by Rodolphe there. 41-24, Warriors on top.
I believe Chad was feeling left out there. He had 3 yellow shirts down there, just him.
Mike Brink for three. Count it.
Trying to see Mike keep putting that up there. He's a good shooter. It's going to come. That's his second for the night.
Michael looks across court to Nothouse. Inside to Litzenberg. And Chad Deiters is going to get the call, I believe.
That's Chad's second.
Or are they going to give that to the Hush?
I hope not.
Couldn't tell who he's pointing at there. No, he's going to give it to Chad. Scores 44-24. Warriors on top by 20 with 4:46 remaining in the third quarter. And Litzenberg's first one is good. And second one is good also. And Nothouse almost got away with one there. Matt Fridley spins. He's going to get called for the travel. Carlyle up court quickly. And Rodolphe's shot off the glass is good. They score 44-28. Warriors up by 16. And the Warriors going back and forth on top. Brent Brede down the middle for 12 feet. Count it. Litzenberg off to Luking.
What do you call that on?
I think he's going to call that on Goose. Got him from behind.
It'll be Goose's second.
No, they're going to call that one on Chad also.
Wow, that's Chad's third.
I thought he gave the signal of 2-2. Yeah, they did put it up on the board here. And that's Chad's third. Rodolphe's first shot is good. Brian's a 6'6" junior. He'll be back next year for Carlyle.
Good-looking ball player.
Second one is good also. Donnie Madenwald checks in for Mike Brink. Mike gets a big hand from the crowd. Brent Brede for three, short. Matt Fridley with the rebound. And Brent Brede gets it round again, up off the glass and good.
Okay.
And we've got Joe Shackelford, I'm going to say 52 in game now for Carlyle. And the ball's loose on the floor. Brent Brede picks it up, gives it up to Matt Fridley. Matt settles it down. Good move there by Matt. Brent Brede fakes, gives it up to Matt Fridley for three. Count it. Makes the score 51-30 Warriors. And they're going to call Brent Brede with the foul, and Luking's shot is good.
I'm going to wait and make sure before I mark this one. Yep, that's a 4-0. That's Brent's first.
Makes the score 51-32. Warriors up by 19 with exactly 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And Coach Weathers started to go to his bench. He didn't substitute at all in the first quarter, first half rather. And Luking completes the three-point play. Warriors up court quickly. Brent Brede in the middle. Count it.
Nice one.
Nice feed by Matt Fridley into Brent Brede. Brent squared up nicely, and Shackelford had nowhere to go. And Brent completes the three-point play.
That was the first foul on Shackelford.
Ball's almost stolen by Don Madenwald. The Warriors are all over the court right now. They're up by 21. Shackelford, nice little turnaround in the middle.
That was a nice move.
Scores 54-35. Warriors up by 19. Matt Fridley on the right side, back up to Goose. Gives it up to Brent Brede. Brent fakes it inside. Cross court to Matt Fridley. Back inside to Goose. Goose fakes. Goes up. And he is fouled by Mike Michael. 2:17 remaining in the third quarter.
That's Mike's first foul.
And Chad Deiters comes out to a hand of the crowd. I think we're going to get 9 fouls out of that center position tonight, the way things are going, John.
I believe so.
Goose's first shot's off the back of the rim. And the second one is good. Puts the Warriors back up by 20. And the ball up court quickly for the Indians. And Shackelford couldn't control the ball when he put it on the floor. He can use that little power bounce to try to go up with it, and it got away from him that time.
He looked good in the JV game, though, Joe. He's going to help him a lot.
He's a good ball player.
Good size. Knows the game. There's no doubt about that.
Matt Fridley over to Brent Brede, inside to Paul Lusk. And I think they're going to call that one on Litzenberg.
If so, that's his third. Called that on 34.
Well, they called it on Nothouse.
That's his second. Like Brink back in the game
for Donnie Madenwald. Warriors with a 20-point lead. 1:46 remaining in the third quarter.
Far cry from the first half, first quarter there. Not quite so nervous, Joe.
Yeah. First shot's all net. And the second one's off the front of the rim. Warriors up by 21. And Matt tried to force his way through there. You just can't do that.
No.
Not when the officials got the angle.
That's his third.
.137 remaining in the third quarter. Things kind of flattened out here a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Like I say, the excitement's gone.
Luking's first shot is good. Cuts the Warrior lead to 20. Second one is good also.
Luking has had his share of free throw shooting tonight. He's hit 7.
Eric Van Dorn checks in for the Indians. Chad Deiters comes back in, give Brent Brede a rest. Brent gets a big hand from the crowd. Matt Fridley to the right side as the ball tipped. Nothouse with the ball, over to Van Dorn, down to Rudolphi, back to Van Dorn. Michael back into Rudolphi, squares up, short off the front of the rim.
I believe Chu got a piece of that one.
I think so. If he didn't get a piece of Rudolphi.
Yeah,
and Paul Lusk, 17.
It's a tough shot.
Very tough. 21-point lead for the Warriors. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter.
Bruce played some pretty tough defense there.
Yes, he did. And Chad Deiters is going to get the foul.
If so, that's Chad's fourth.
Chad kind of got tangled there and twisted around, fell back into Rudolphi. And Brent Brede will come in and give Chad a break. Warriors lead by 21. And we have Darren Smith checking in for Mike Michael, or I'm sorry, for Nothouse. Rudolphi's first shot is good. Second one is good also. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Warrior lead is 19.
Looks like we're going to hold it for one. While we're running that down, Joe, you heard much about the Alton Marquette ball club?
No, I haven't. Coach Lusk wasn't real happy with that attempt at an alley-oop there.
No.
And ball goes out of bounds on the long rebound. Score 58-39. Warriors up by 19. And they could have called Goose for the foul over there on that alley-oop. He's got to be a little careful doing that. If it's not there, you know, we can't have him going in, crashing in, getting hurt, and getting another foul. Tonight, I don't think it's going to hurt too much.
No, no. Scoring slowed down there in the third period for both teams. Looks like Shackelford's checking back in for Carlyle. He adds a lot of height and shoulders to that lineup.
Yes, he does.
Picks up a lot of space in the middle.
He really makes you work on defense too, because he'll occupy you and he keeps trying to get the position on in the paint for the pass.
Looks like a lot of the Carlyle fans figure it's over, Joe. Looks like they're exiting the Warrior
Dome.
Dome.
To slide out already. Of course, one thing we haven't mentioned is this is for the undisputed conference championship, and they're going to call Paul for the travel. The Warriors win this game, they'll be the undisputed Cahokia Conference champions for the year.
I believe, Lebanon's playing tonight, and they had one other game, so
but
it won't make any difference now.
We don't have a loss in the conference yet, and this is our last conference game, and we did give the Greyhounds their loss. Looking in the middle from 15, count it.
Nice shot.
Scores 58-41, the Warriors up by 17. Mike Brink for 3. Count it.
That's his third three-pointer for the evening.
Puts the Warrior lead back at 20. And I think Michael got away with one there. Count 2 for Michael. Mike Brink pushes the ball back up court quickly.
That's his first points for the evening, Joe.
Brent Brede fakes, goes in for 14. Paul Lusk with the tip, no good. Rudolphi from 7 feet, good.
Tempo picking up here a little bit.
Just a little bit. Warrior lead is at 16. 6:40 remaining. And Mike Brink gets caught in the middle there. Tries to dish off the Brent Brede ball, stolen by Luking. And that's Michael for 3. Cuts the Warrior lead to 13. And Coach Lusk has seen enough. He wants to talk about what's going on out here.
Michaels hadn't scored anything until the last minute, and he put in 5 quick. Hit that 2-pointer and then a 3-pointer. His first points of the evening.
Makes you wonder why he wasn't shooting earlier.
I understand he's a good outside shooter. Likes to hit the 3-pointer. I believe he's taken 1 3-point shot attempt prior to that. That was it. The Warriors don't want to get too lackadaisical here.
Absolutely not. There's still 6:19 remaining in the game. Now down to a 13-point lead quickly.
We don't need a nail biter. You know, while we have the chance, Joe, we probably ought to thank all the Warrior fans again, all the boosters and all the support they've given the Warriors throughout the year.
Absolutely. Everywhere we've gone, almost, we've had bigger crowds than the home team. And we've had this place almost full every time.
Like to see those folks that don't have those orange shirts grab them up, help the boosters, and wear them to the regional game, and let's fill that place with orange.
Absolutely. Show Greenville a bunch of orange. Mike Brink for 3, in and out. Matt Fridley with the rebound. Squares up, back to Mike Brink. Brent Brede inside.
I believe that was a pass to Lusk. There it is.
And good feed by Brent Brede. Paul Lusk for the 2-pointer.
I believe Brent leaped so high he got a hold of one that was earmarked for Goose. It was open on the baseline.
Well, Brent's such an excellent leaper, as we've said so many times, and he can get up there fairly quick.
He can. That was on Knothouse, Joe?
Yes. And Paul completes the 3-point play.
They're showing him for 4 fouls. I show him for 3. Matt needs help.
And Mike Brink gets there.
Time.
Matt Fridley picks it up, gives it up to Paul Lusk. Finger rolls, no good. Slapped away by Michael. Looking for 3. Cuts the Warrior lead to 13 again. 5:20 remaining. And you can't give up on this Indian team here. They're going to come in at you. Paul Lusk back to Brent Brede. Off his hands. Picked up by Rudolphi, over to Luking again.
I think the Warriors need
5 minutes remaining. And Shackelford puts it off the glass and in.
Big bucket.
Cuts the Warrior lead to 11. Coach Paul Lusk says, come out and play us man to man. And Warriors want to be careful with their passes here. They want to know what the defense is doing when they make those passes.
Got to be moving.
Brent Brede for 15, and he was hammered by Rudolphi. Ball up court quickly. Carlyle calls a timeout with 4:15 remaining. Warriors on top, 66-53, 13-point lead.
Warriors slow it down out there in the middle a little bit and look for that easy bucket. 8-footer in the paint for Brent Brede is an easy bucket.
Yes, it is.
I believe he got hammered in the air, and you hate to see that on the shooter. He's at the mercy of the defensive man there. He gets banged, come down, twist an ankle, and bad time of year to be doing that.
Yes, it is. And the cheerleaders pulled it off without a hitch tonight.
They're showing more confidence on that little flip routine they do.
Yes, they are.
I would not volunteer to do that.
So 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter here. The Warriors up by 13. Carlyle to inbound. Van Dorn gives it up to Luking. Van Dorn over to Nothouse. Back to Van Dorn, over to Luking. Nothouse. Van Dorn up to Mike Michael for three, off the glass.
He didn't call a bank on that, did he?
I didn't see it. Warrior lead is 10.
I guess we have to give it to him anyway.
Brent Brede for 6 feet, just about dropped it down through. Makes the score 68-56 Warriors. 3:15 remaining. And good hands by Brent Brede there. And Litzenberg leans in on Matt Brandmeyer and puts it up off the glass. 3 minutes exactly remaining, a 10-point Warrior lead.
Do you believe that's his first bucket of the evening?
Brent Brede on the left side. Off to Paul Lusk. Matt Fridley up on top. And a foul called on Luking.
His third. Well, I believe they've been looking at the stats, Joe. I think of the 5 starters we have, the Hoosh has the dubious distinction of being the worst free throw shooter on the team at about 51%, I believe. But if you're going to foul somebody, he's the guy. Now let's see if he can turn it around.
First one is all net.
He's meeting the challenge tonight.
I think he's 3 for 3 from the line so far.
Now we don't want to jinx him.
Second one is all net also. Puts the Warrior lead back at 12.
That's what a senior will do for you late in the year, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And the Carlyle Indians are running a lot of motion now. Stolen by Mike Brink.
Take it to him, Mike.
And you hear Coach Paul Lusk call a 3-man game.
I don't believe that's what he wanted.
I don't think so either.
I'd like to see that one fall, though.
Would have been nice. And looking in the middle for 2. Warrior lead at 10. 1:45 remaining. And we go back to the 3-man game. And you hear Coach Lusk say, get it out of there. And Lukey's going to get the foul.
Now, conversely, Joe, we're going to put the fish on the line. And the Mike Brink has the distinction of being the leading free throw shooter percentage-wise, over 90%, about 91%, I believe it was the other day. Another senior, guys who went on the line at late in the game.
Yeah, very much so. So with a 10-point lead, 1:22 remaining, Mike's first shot finds the net. Second one is good also, puts the lead back at 12. And the ball stolen by Matt Fridley. Boy, don't that look familiar.
Yes, it does.
I bet Rennie Clemens can tell you about that one, can't he? Gives it up to Matt Fridley. Back out to Brent. 1:10 remaining. And the ball thrown away. And Goose got his toe on the line. 1 minute remaining. Score 72-60. Wesclin up by 12. And Carlyle's hot. Looking, just dropped another one in. 45 seconds remaining. .30 seconds remaining. Matt Fridley in the middle. With 25 seconds remaining, he's fouled by Litzenberg. I'd like to see the Hush drop that one through.
Yeah, I would too.
Pushes at the line to shoot two. First one's off the back of the rim. Second one finds the net, puts the Warriors up by 11 with 24 seconds remaining. Van Dorn off to Michael. For three, it's no good. Matt Fridley with the rebound. Gives it up to Mike Brink. Mike dribbles around, looks for help. Gives it up to Matt Fridley. 6 seconds, 5 seconds remaining. And that's the final score, 73-62. The Warriors win it by 11 over an extremely tough little Carlyle club. They seemed to play very hard and stayed with it, even when it looked like the Warriors were really going to put them away. They played tough and come back on it, John.
They sure did. Excellent game. A little bit anxious in the first half. Well, I got some totals here for you.
All right.
The Goose finished the game tonight with 17. Brede finished with 26. Fridley finished with 12. Brink with 11. 3 of those were three-pointers. Brandmeyer finished with 2, and Deiters finished with 2. Looking finished with 21, and 17 of those were in the second half, Joe.
Yeah.
And 7 of those came off the free throw line. Michaels had 8, and all those were in the fourth quarter. 2 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer. For 8 points, had 1 foul. Nothouse finished the game with a total of 5. Linsenberg 4. Rudolph finished with 16, 8 in the second half. And then Sackerford came in the fourth quarter there and scored 4 tough ones for him. Then we had the phantom shot, thanks to the Goose and the Brent Brede for 2. Final score 73-62. Notice we don't shut the scoreboard off as fast as other people do.
No, we don't. Well, we like to leave it up there when we're on top, too. But would like to extend our congratulations to the Wesclin Warrior basketball team, the Cahokia Conference champions of 1989-90 season. And hopefully this will launch us well on our way into the regional playoffs, which start next week. As a matter of fact, it's Monday nights when the regional itself actually starts. And the Warriors will play on Wednesday night, February 21st at 7:30. Let me check my paper here again. Yeah, 7:30 in Greenville at Greenville High School. And we will once again be playing the winner of the Bunker Hill Metro East Lutheran game, which will be played Monday night at 7:30.
Okay.
The other part of that regional is Greenville plays Livingston at 6:30 on Tuesday. And I believe they have a second game that night. Yes, it's Alton Marquette versus Staunton in game 2, starting at 8 o'clock that night. So we
looks like the Michaels from yesteryear come to visit his brother tonight. I believe Mike is his brother.
Yeah, one of the Michaels is on there. Is.
Yeah. And
but once again,
redshirted this year.
Yeah. And I wonder how that recruiting violations are going to affect him that the NCAA come out with today.
I don't know whether they're going to get the death penalty or not. Death penalty, I guess, is would black it out to all sports U of I for 2 years. That would definitely impact anyone's program.
You know, that the basketball program.
But I believe it affects all programs.
No, it's only against the violating program.
Is it? Well, that makes sense. I was told earlier this evening that someone thought that it affected all their programs, and that would really devastate a university.
Yes, it would, but no, it doesn't. It's just the program, the violating program. But once again, everybody, get your orange shirts and get them washed up, get them spruced up, get them ready, because we're going to Greenville, people, and we're going to show them how to play basketball.
Yeah, come on out, Warrior fans, and support the Warriors at Greenville, and hopefully we keep right on rolling. Let's see that orange wave come out. Good hard charging fans to watch a hard charging team.
Carry the team along. We'll be seeing y'all.